Hello everyone, welcome to Lever Guns 50. Today we're talking about this 1887 rifle. This is a 70 caliber. It uses a 70 150 caliber cartridge, and that is a big old huge cartridge, and we'll show it next to a 4570 right here. This is a lever action repeater, and Winchester come up with this about 1887, 1888. According to Winchester Lever Legacy, the ammunition was started to be produced in 1887 with 150 grains of black powder behind a 750 grain bullet. I don't know if it actually got produced. There's a lot of people that say it didn't, but I don't know. That's what it says in Winchester Lever Legacy book, back toward the back, talking about cartridges that Winchester come out with and what year they come out with it. So we know at least one of these guns was made. I believe that people have made them down through the years since Winchester come out with it. The original one had about 6 inches of the end was rifled. This one right here is fully rifled with a 1 36" twist. It seems to be fairly accurate, although it's shooting about a foot low. And so the front sight needs to be brought down some, but we're still in development of ammo and stuff, so we hadn't really done that. The gun has a lot of recoil because it's fairly light. We plan on making another one with an octagon barrel and a little bit longer barrel, and that will give it more stability as far as it, you know, it'll be a little bit heavier out here, but it'll also be a little bit heavier overall, which will make it better for reducing that recoil. So this gun is capable of producing 5,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, although most of the loads are about 4,700 or a little bit less. So black powder, it's capable of getting up to, with a 900 grain bullet, right at 1,300 feet a second. 777, a little bit higher. We used smokeless powder and got to 1570 or 1580, I can't remember, and that gave us the 5,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. So it's a really unique rifle. Of course, as most of you know, it was originally a shotgun in 12 gauge, and then Winchester took and put a rifle barrel on it and used a 12 gauge brass necked down to 70 caliber, because 12 gauge is actually 72 caliber, and they necked it down to 70 caliber. So I don't know why they did that, but you know what I was thinking? Wonder what would happen if you took a 10 gauge and necked it down to 75 caliber. That might be a cool cartridge. It wouldn't be an original, and it wouldn't be a copy of an original, but it might be an interesting thing to do, and we may do that one day. But anyhow, this is a really cool gun. I shot it 16 times in one day, and we're going to show video clips of all those shots fired. I was trying to get 2 shots really quick, but ends up that for whatever reason the cartridge pauses a slight amount before you're able to close the lever. It's enough that you can't really get 2 shots off instantly like I wanted to, but you can get them off pretty quick. I think with a little bit of work on the action we could fix that. And so anyhow, also I was going to mention that if you guys want information about loads I develop and stuff, if you'll jump on over onto the Patreon and subscribe there, I think you can subscribe for as little as $5 a month or less. You can look at all the reloading data, and we didn't just upload it all at once. We're putting a little on there at a time. And so if you'll jump over there, you can get some loading data. Now obviously it's my loading data, and I don't recommend you use it. It's what I've done, and what's safe in my gun. And so I can't recommend anybody use any of it at all, but you can see what I'm doing. All right, so that being said, anybody that wants to see that kind of stuff can jump over on Patreon and subscribe there. So more about this gun. As far as I know, a lot of the cartridges was put on cartridge boards, and that's where a lot of people saw it. And when I originally saw that huge cartridge, I definitely wanted one of these, even though, and I think I read about Elmer Keith using it, and I think he used mostly a round ball and shot, I think he said he shot some feral cats' tails off with it or something. But correct me if I'm wrong if you've read that. It was in his book on big bore rifles. But anyhow, I've had a whole lot of fun shooting this. I really appreciate Frank Walker for sending it out to us to really check out. And he's the one that's going to get an octagon barrel one made. And I'm probably going to do the same thing with octagon barrel in the future. These things are kind of expensive, and you know, Frank Walker sent us over, and a lot of people have really loved it and watched the channel because of it, and I really appreciate that. So a deep heartfelt thanks to Frank Walker for doing that for this small channel from Alabama. Really appreciate it. He sent off also a bunch of doubles and other stuff, that Sharps rifle, which if you want that Sharps rifle, you can contact, I'll Mark over at the center bar, and he'll hook you up, and you can probably even get some of those plates I printed. They get corn syrup all over ourselves. This nasty barbecue sauce. Why'd they have to put corn syrup in it? Let's hit that metal gong while we're at it. Well, looks like it turned that water into steam. There goes the can down over there. Let's see what happened if we can. And underneath this can of water is 2024, and we're going to see if we can print that on to the bottom of this can. Well, looks like it turned that water into steam. There goes the can down over there. Let's see what happened if we can. You can see what's written on the bottom of that can. 2024. But thank you guys for watching. God bless each and every one of you. Come back and see me, you hear?